So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Indrima and in today's video I will be sharing my NEET PG journey with all of you. I am not only going to share my experience but I will also share the takeaway points, the lessons that you need to learn from my journey. So to cut the long story short, I am Dr. Indrima Bhattacharya from Kolkata. I have secured a rank of 11,255 in this year's NEET PG 2022 after a preparation of 3.5 months, and I'm currently doing my MD pathology in RGK Medical College. So the first important thing I would like to highlight is that why I have taken a pathology at a rank of 11,000, that is a different discussion. I will do it probably in some other video. And I actually started preparing from after the NEET PG got postponed. So initially NEET PG was supposed to happen on 12th of March, and I actually was not here. That's another story, which is I have a lot of stories to interconnect, so probably I will talk about all those connections later on. In this particular video I will stick to my journey itself. So I was not at my hometown. I returned in the month of January, and after the month of January NEET PG was only like 1.5 months away, on 12th of March. So I never targeted this year. My target year was 2023, next year. And for that, I actually have taken up courses. I had taken up courses. I still have those courses, which has the validity till next year. But I'm not using them and I do not need to use them anymore because this year I have taken already admission. So anyways, but I think when the exam got postponed, that was the time when I decided that I will give it my all, and I will just see that what is my position. After preparation, I will just see my position, which means that what I'm trying to convey is that you can actually give exams every year. You can give exams at till any point in your life. But the fact is, if you want to crack the exam, then you cannot study or prepare indefinitely. That has got no importance. You select a certain duration, like 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. You select a duration, invest yourself completely in that, and I'm very sure you'll be able to do that. Because if you are concentrated, then you can easily crack that in that stipulated time. But you have to invest completely in that. You need to have a proper strategy. I think strategy is the most important thing in this preparation. Without strategy, if you are studying, then it has got no value. My strategy I'm going to share, probably I'll definitely share my strategy in some other video. But I actually prepared for 3.5 months, which is very less. I feel it is very less because the ideal time is 6 to 8 months. Okay, that is the first point that you should learn from me. 6 to 8 months is the ideal time within which you should leave everything aside and make a proper routine, a proper strategy, and every day you have to study with that amount of energy and motivation and everything. Then I'm very sure everybody will be able to do that. That is the first point that I would like to share. The second point I would like to share is that I could do it, or whatever rank I got, whatever I could do, I could do it because I had my notes ready. Okay, so I always prefer handwritten notes, but if it is not there, if you do not have handwritten notes, printed notes also work good, but you should not have bulky notes. I mean, even if you have bulky notes, you should cut them down to such a concise and a compact and a high yielding format, whether it's handwriting or it's printed. Nowadays you also have high yielding notes available from the coaching institutes as well, because 7 days before the exam you need to revise your entire syllabus, and especially those memory intensive portions of your syllabus. And at that point of time, if you have bulky notes, then you will definitely get lost. That is why I said strategy is the most important. Even if you have bulky notes, from there, if you mark and if you highlight, if you strategize your preparation, then you can also do that. That is also a way of doing. But notes is another important thing. I could do that because I had my notes ready before that. So I just revised, I just studied, and I did MCQs, which is another important point I'm trying to highlight. MCQs is sort of the gold mine. If you know how to solve MCQs, even with little knowledge, even if you do not have that much of knowledge in spite of that, you'll be able to crack MCQ because of your ability to solve. MCQ needs skill, MCQ needs practice. MCQ is, it's not the topic. If I start talking about MCQs, then I will not be able to complete this video. It will be very, very long. So I will probably talk about that again in some other video. MCQ and strategy, these two are extremely important for your preparation. At whatever point in life you're starting to prepare, then you have to keep these two things in mind, that I will have a proper strategy and I will have the skill to solve MCQs. For that, you need to do MCQs every day, and you also need to write down how you are solving MCQs. That is, I think I did that for myself, which is extremely important. Like, I'll just give an example. Like, if the MCQ is about memory intensive things, or informative sort of a thing, or maybe a factual MCQ, then I will definitely believe my gut feeling. But if it is a logical one, if it is an explanation based question, then I will definitely not believe my gut feeling, and I will rather believe my intellect, my logic at that point of time. So this is just, I'm just trying to explain that how doing MCQs every day helps you to enhance your ability, and that is a very important point to take care of. Even the day before the exam, you should strategize. The night before the exam, you should strategize. That on the day of the exam, the strategy बिल्कुल ही बहुत important है. You have to strategize those 3 hours, how I'm going to solve MCQs, what is the number of questions I will do in what duration of time, how I will approach. Everything is important. But coming back to the initial phases, I would like to say that coaching institutes is very important. You should definitely join a coaching institute, because nowadays everybody is having a coaching institute. You cannot do it alone. You have to join a coaching institute. And I basically had a sort of an experience with all the coaching institute. I had taken up a few courses from everywhere, and I have studied. I know the pros and cons of every coaching institute. Probably I will share that as well with you all. I will always prefer online coaching. Offline, I don't prefer offline anymore. What you can do is, you have the trial versions of different apps. You can actually try out the trial versions, and then if you feel that I will go for this, you have free PDFs, you have free videos, you can watch that, you can decide for yourself, and then based on that you can choose your coaching institute. And that also actually helps if you're in your 3rd year or final year. Actually, that also helps in your MBA exams as well. So I think starting early is very important. And the more you start early, the more time you get, the more you can arrange your notes, the more concise notes you can have. So that is always an added advantage over others. You should start early with a lot of focus. Try and make your notes handy, because when you will start to read them, you should get everything at one place. You don't have to juggle around the 19 subjects, because you will get lost then. That is not the correct way. So these are some of the takeaway points from my journey. But I will tell you, the most important thing that I learned from my journey myself is that I never had a dream branch. Okay, even when I got a rank of 11,000, I was like, fine, I will again appear for the exam next year, because this was not my target year. Whatever rank I will get, fine, let that go. But if I knew that I will take a pathology, then I would not have spent so much on my courses and so much of time. I was actually studying continuously, so I need not do all those things. Although I have no problem, it's okay. As I said, I have no expectation in life. But sometimes you feel that agar mujhe pata hota. So that is the point I'm trying to make. You should have a branch of you. You should have a dream branch of your own. You should decide your branch, at least your interest in what branch you want. That will give you a clear idea of what you want to do in life. Branch selection is another thing. It's very important in life to decide your branch. And branch selection se pehle you need to keep a lot of things in mind. So I think I could share my story and give you some important points as well to understand this scenario of NEET PG. It is not that dreaded as we think. It is very sweet, very smooth if you can strategize it properly. So that's it for today. I hope you loved listening to me. If you like listening to my videos, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications of my videos, and keep following for more updates. I will meet you soon in some other video. Take care.